Good evening and welcome to Speak Up Club's yet another open mic wherein it's open to all and we are having an open mic with the theme rituals. This is one ritual that has been a part of my life for the past 5 years, the Speak Up Club. And it's almost like it's become a part of my life and the way I lead my life and what I do on a weekly basis with either the inner circle members or this community of widespread people from across the globe being a part of this community and engaging with them, listening to their perspectives and learning a lot of things from all of you. So, coming right into the theme for today is rituals. At the heart of rituals, the word comes from a simple word from Latin. It's called ritualis, meaning correct way of doing something. A ritual is basically a sequence of activities involving gestures, words, or things with which you are doing a set of sequential activity with a specific purpose of what it serves. There are kinds of rituals on different formats, like you have religious rituals, you have work life rituals, you have very personal rituals, you have different ways in which you do things for different purposes. Today, while we are in the midst of the festive season, it's often called there are more holidays in India in the second half of the year than the working days, and we all are celebrating something in our own way, in our own religion, in our own homes and environments. Today, I am a learner. I want to learn, I want to know what are the rituals that you follow, what are the things that you do, and the spirit behind them. And most importantly, how does your life change as a result of these rituals? Please note there's no hard and fast rule that you have to talk about religious rituals only. You can be talking about anything that you do, and I would want to learn about what you do and why you do and how does it impact you. With that, let's get going into the theme for today's meeting, rituals, the open mic. And I would invite anyone who would like to start as being the first person to speak about the theme today. Anyone who would like to come first? If not, I have my ritual of calling the one person who's always been a savior. Uma ma'am, the stage is yours.
Sir, I'm not able to time.
Okay, let me do one thing. I'll be the timer. Should not be a challenge. 1 second. Please note, in the paucity of time and having a chance for everyone, we have a 2 to 3 minute timeline. I would request you all to please limit yourself to maximum 3 minutes or maximum 3.5 minutes so that all of us get an equal chance to express ourselves and also to listen to everyone. So here's the 3 minute timer. I hope each one of you all are seeing the timing here on my above my shoulder. So if you're able to see it, I'll start. Once you start,
Yeah.
and it'll buzz at the end of 3 minutes. With that, the stage is yours, Uma Natraj, ma'am. Over to you.
Rituals. Whenever we think of rituals, the thing that comes to our mind is marriage rituals, or it could be puja, or the festival rituals. But here, I would like to tell about a different ritual that I have been following for the past maybe 30 days. It is nothing but graphotherapy. I started it recently, just 1 month back, and my mentor has given me a lot of strokes to practice daily, which I have to do it as soon as I get up in the first 1 hour as I get up, and I have to practice those strokes like T, I, putting the dot exactly on top of the I, and putting the stroke of T on top of the bar of T. So I was just wondering, how is it going to make an impact in my life? And then the mentor calls me every week and she says, see, your T has improved better. It improves your confidence. And the I, when you put the dot on the I used to put it somewhere else. Like when I write RIGHT, my dot will be somewhere else near the T. And then she said, it will, that shows you're careless. So when you put the dot exactly on top of the one which you write, it shows that you're becoming more careful and you're careful about small things. You become consistent. So that really impressed me, and I have continued it for almost a month, and I pat myself for having done it for a month. So I was just wondering, what impact has it created on me? So I found that my focus has increased. Like whatever I take up, I'm focused. Maybe for that 8 to 10 minutes when I write that graphotherapy, it has improved my concentration. My focus has improved. And maybe she said the confidence also has improved. No doubt I'm confident, but maybe it has increased my confidence, I should say. So Small things like these can also be considered as rituals. And these rituals are like an anchor to you. No, like in terms of uncertainty, sometimes when you have a ritual like walking, also, I have seen Rahul walking daily and creating a video nowadays. So that has become a part of his ritual. And you can associate Rahul with that walk and talk. No, so it becomes a part of you over a period of time. And that's how maybe habits also are created. A morning cup of coffee with a paper, that is a ritual, no? And then a family talk during dinner time, that also can be a ritual. So many things we can consider as ritual, and it becomes a part of our life. And when we go deeply and find out why have we done this, we get a reason for that also. So I have started enjoying this graphotherapy. And also my morning, whenever I get up, I have started giving gratitude for what all I have, for what all I have been blessed with. And that makes my day. So when you give gratitude to what all you have, when you count your blessings, you're blessed with more. So that is also the law of attraction. So keep manifesting with these rituals. And no doubt the puja season is coming. Navratri is up, and you can enjoy more with the regular rituals that we follow of keeping dolls or doing puja to Devi, attending the Garba dance. So whatever you enjoy, do it with passion, and it'll become a part of you. Over to you, Rahul. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I think that was beautiful. And I think with you beginning, it's a six on the first ball of the match. It always sets the tone and gets us excited about the theme and what all we want to learn and express. Thank you. That was wonderful. I would take that back. Graphotherapy. Interesting theme. I would see what I can explore with that. Let's move to the next person now. Who's coming up next?
Yes, I can
Yeah.
share, but I cannot switch on the camera because the little one is there.
No, we are
Okay.
okay to have the little one also.
No, no, no.
We have had participants as
She's
young as
just pulling me here and then, no?
okay,
That's
no
why.
problem. No problem.
Okay,
I'll leave
okay.
it to you. Yeah. The stage is
Yeah,
yours. 3 minutes.
yeah. We have different rituals in our life, and as per me, I follow different rituals since my childhood. The first one is I specially wait for Durga Puja. And after losing my job in the year 2020 as an English teacher just because of Corona, I started following one particular ritual, and that is creating videos. When I lost my job, it was just like for me, it was like a nightmare because I did not, lose any kind of jobs in my life. And it was my initial beginning of my career when I started. I always used to think that I know everything as an English teacher, but when I landed up into a public speaking platform, I realized that there are so many things which I need to learn. I need to uh, unlearn. I need to grow. Then I started creating videos. Initially, my videos were not up to the marks, a lot of grammatical errors. Not I was not confident enough, but it became a part of my life. Now, without creating a video every single day, I don't feel good. That means it has become like the daily rituals which we follow: brushing teeth, uh, cleaning ourselves, cooking, everything, all of these things. So my amygdala, which is there, every time signals me that you have not created a video. And now I'm used to it creating every single day. That even if I forget, I at least spare some time. I put aside a little time, 1 or 2 minutes, where I create some, you can say, some kind of videos that can really inspire, that can really help people to improve their communication skills. And I believe that if people they start working on their communication skills and they create videos every single day, they can improve a lot, because that has really helped me a lot. Wherever I'm going, I feel like I'm free, fearless. I am confident because of this particular ritual which I follow every single day. Apart from these rituals, I every time wait for Durga Puja because being a Bengali girl from West Bengal, this is the festival I really enjoy. And now I'm in Hyderabad looking for the pandals and the locations where they, celebrate this particular festival. So yeah, I got the invitation. So I'll be soon visiting that. And yeah, different rituals we should follow in our life that can really enhance, help us to grow. Only the thing is, if you have the determination in your life to grow, to you know uh, grow, as well as if you have that particular thought to inspire people, you will definitely follow a ritual that can really create an impact to others lives. Being a mother, without any help, I'm handling my kid as well as shouldering all my responsibilities. I'm creating videos, I'm attending Toastmasters meetings, as well as visiting different schools, colleges, so that I can conduct different workshops, as well as I'm teaching professionals so that I can help them to learn, as well as I can learn and grow in my life. And this journey will continue. I believe I'm here to inspire, grow, and learn, unlearn.
Thank
And
you.
this is what I follow. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bina. That was interesting. I think rituals indeed provide us the anchor. I've also had my times where I've been swayed with anxiety, swayed with challenging situations, and it's the rituals that are the constant in my life through which I've been able to realign myself to what I want to do and how I want to do it. That's a beautiful part of it. Today, as an example, over the past 6 months, it's become a ritual for me to wake up in the morning and go for that 8 kilometer walk that I do every single day. And that's how it has become for me. Come rain, come sunshine. I think it's the fact that where that 90 minutes a day is where I find or recalibrate myself irrespective of whatever is happening in my life. And that possibly that has had its own multiplier effect on the rest of the day in my life. Thank you. Thank you, Pooja, for that insightful thought. And let's move to the next speaker now. Who's coming up? Poonam? Naveen? Yes, Naki.
Yeah. So that.
Sudha, can I come next after Naki to you? Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Yeah, a very good evening to all, and I am Mir Naqi Ali. I'm actually an English trainer, IELTS trainer. Talking about rituals, what I feel personally is that it is like a discipline. It is like a habit you develop in yourself, and in this world of chaos, I mean, where you have so much of anxiety, stress, and trouble around, developing a ritual is really important. Coming from the religious background point of view, from that particular perspective, I would love to say that I was not, I was praying to God, but however, it was not regular. So I was always procrastinating. But recently, I developed a habit, and there is a reason for everything. In every religion, there is a reason behind a ritual. Rituals are not just for the sake of doing some kind of actions. It's there is a concept behind it. So the concept which I happen to learn recently from my own religion is that praying 5 times to God in this particular chaotic world is where you will develop a discipline in yourself. And that is what I feel like, I was so much messed up earlier, but now I'm not that much messed up. The reason being, every single time when I stand in front of the God, 5 times a day, I feel that, okay, I'm connected to some supreme being and he is monitoring me. Even though the world is chaotic, still he is monitoring me, and that inner peace, inner feeling comes into me. Now, as like earlier, ma'am said to us, like there would be, a point where your amygdala, she used a word called amygdala, that vacuum comes into picture if you do not perform that ritual. And performing this particular ritual has become such a habit for me that if I miss one time prayer, I feel like there is a vacuum in me, and something has gone out of my mind, out of my heart. So what I feel right now is that because I'm following this ritual of doing 5 times prayer, earlier I never used to do. As I said to you, I was a procrastinator. Now it is impacting me in every part of my life, where even in my trainings, which I do, IELTS training, I am I'm very much, accomplished now. The reason I'm saying the using the word called accomplished is because it is giving me satisfaction, and I'm doing much better than earlier times. That means I've developed focus. And because I've developed focus, my performance levels have gone up. And all this is happening because of my timely prayers every single day, connecting to the God in this messy world. So I would definitely say any kind of ritual you develop, and if you're doing it with, uh, as ma'am said, enthusiasm and satisfaction, that will take you places. And I'm really thankful to Dinesh Raja. I think he's there in this group. He was the one who introduced me to this particular group. So I'm really thankful to all of you. That's all I can say about rituals. Thank you.
Thank you, Naki. I think that's a wonderful ritual that we have in your community. And I think all of us in our own communities in different forms and shapes, we have our own set of rituals that allow us. And I think one thing which is common among all the religions is how they connect us and keep us grounded. And you look at the different forms of, you call it a prayer, you call it going to a mandir, or you go to a church on a Sunday. However, the different forms that are there could be different in the way of expression, but they all come down to the same thing of keeping us grounded and connecting to the supreme power. And if you do it with that intent, not as a habit of going there, but if you do it with that intent, I believe it has its own superpower that manifests in all our lives. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful thought. I'll go with Sudha next, and after that, Naveen. Is that okay? Sudha, the stage is yours.
Yes, sir. Okay. Good evening to all. Today we are all talking about rituals. What is rituals? A ritual is a formal, repeated behavior with social or cultural significance. It's the festival season, so today I am also talking about pujas. We are here Tamil Nadu in celebrated Ayudha Puja and Saraswati Puja. So rituals of I am talking about both pujas. Both pujas began in the ancient times with roots in Hindu mythology and scriptures and evolved over centuries. Ayudha Puja has origin in the warrior tradition of worshipping weapons, while Saraswati Puja is traced to the Rig Veda, where the goddess of knowledge was revered. The practices were formalized and widespread like during period like Gupta's eras, becoming established and becoming established tradition with symbolic signification, tools and knowledge. Evaluation and signification from specific to general. Over time, both festivals expanded beyond their original context. Ayudha Puja today, uh, it is celebrated by people from all walking of lives, including farmers, mechanics, office workers, and students who honor of tools their trade. Saraswati Puja today, it is observed during Navaratri. With the devotees placing books, instruments, and computers before the idol of Saraswati to seek the blessing for wisdom and knowledge. So this is a good thing, good things we have discipline activity for generation to generation we have to follow. So our children from our grandmother, father, over century onwards, we have to follow. So whatever good things no overcome, we have to follow everything. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sudha. I love that idea when you said about the two different pujas and how they evolved. I love the backdrop of the story. Now, here's something that I want all of you all to think about. In the current generation, when we talk of the younger generation, a lot of the younger generation isn't inclined towards the religious rituals which are there. Somewhere we are losing the knack of it. And when I observe, one observation that I had about why it is happening is, to a large extent, the parents are focusing on the act and the act to be repeated as is without looking at the backdrop or the spirit behind it being shared. We will need evolution, obviously, the forms of expressions, the act in itself will need evolution. But if the thought behind the spirit isn't shared or connected or in a form taught them, it's invariably that if you're just focusing on the act, go to the temple every day, go to the Sunday mass, or go to the or do 5 times, as an example, do 5 times the prayer that you're doing. If you focus on the act and force that down the throat, I think it's invariably going to lose its steam because they don't understand the backdrop of it. Today, an ideal way, and that's the goal of this session also, to help us understand what's the thought behind that act and show the benefits. And that's where I think all of us can all learn and respect the rituals that are in place and what we have been doing for years. Thank you, Sudha. Let's move to the next speaker, Naveen.
Hey, thanks, Rahul. Thanks, everyone, and good to be here. This is my first appearance here at the Speak Up Club, and it's wonderful to be here, as I said earlier. So, I'd like to talk about multiple things. To begin with, I'll start with my daily rituals. So, one of the most important thing is physical fitness. So, I have been working out every day for the last 27 years, and that is something which I never skip. And because I strongly believe that if one is physically fit, then they'll be mentally fit, and most importantly, I want to be in the shape always. And because that gives you a lot of confidence and courage, and it feels good when somebody thinks that okay, you're younger than you're actually, right? So that is also another aspect, okay, feel good factor. And in fact, okay, I don't want to steal the thunder. Okay, that is one thing. And second thing, on the religious front, I've been offering prayer to God also every day since from my childhood. Before even I started working out and all. That has also been a key activity in my day-to-day life. And let me talk about the spirit and impact. With regard to physical activity, I told you just to keep myself fit, and the impact is it is keeping me in shape, and it is keeping me focused, and I'm very productive all that. I don't waste even a minute of my time. Okay, so that productivity is coming only because of my physical fitness, and thereby the mental fitness, which is being the byproduct of the physical fitness. Talking about the spiritual part in terms of offering prayer to God, again, that is something which comes from the thought process that we are a small minuscule atom or something in the universe, and there is some supreme God or almighty who is actually making us play okay our roles in our day-to-day life and all, and nothing is permanent and all. So it is a reminder that you have to surrender to the almighty, and at the same time believe in that almighty that all the good deeds will be taken care. So these are the daily activities. Coming to weekly activities, I visit a few temples all on almost weekly basis. And if at all, for whatever reason, I don't make it on a weekly basis, at least I do try to make it on bi-weekly basis. Again, because temples also are a good place wherein they give me a chance to relax, and at the same time, scientifically and mythologically, they have a lot of benefits. And the impact is it gives me sense of satisfaction. Okay, and I express my gratitude for all the things that God is giving to me and all. And talking about other ad hoc rituals, I connect to a lot of new people. Ever since I started my professional journey, I always tend to find new people and see what is that something that I can learn, especially after getting into my podcast that has increased. I started my podcasting journey in 2020, and ever since I've made a lot of new connections. Before podcasting, okay, I'll stop here. Thank you.
Go ahead, go ahead. You can give a closure to your talk.
Okay, yeah, just to give you a brief uh, overview of before podcasting versus after podcasting. Before my podcasting journey, I had 3,500 connections on my LinkedIn. And fast forward 5 years now, I have 11,000 genuine connections, and my network is spread across 80 countries. I've interviewed 800 people across 80 countries, and I've released 1,000 plus episodes, cumulative 5 languages, and I won Asia's Best Podcast Award last year. Likewise, now I realize that sky is the only limit in terms of how a common man can dream big, and because of rituals will make you consistent because nothing can beat consistency. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Naveen. Okay, so some people might be wondering, I've seen him somewhere. Okay, you have seen him because I was on a podcast with him recently, the virtual one, and the another one which is going to soon come out, which is an offline one that I've done recently with him. And okay, let me spill the beans. for all his daily rituals of fitness. He's already over. Okay, Naveen, can I? He's over.
No, go ahead.
He's 43 years old and doesn't look over 30 years, and that's the secret behind a wonderful ritual that he follows about his fitness. Thank you for sharing that. Very interesting rituals of different forms: religious, weekly, daily, and ad hoc ones. I think interesting share about the different things that contribute to where he is today. And unless it wasn't a ritual, he would have got there. Ad
Yeah.
hoc, one off here, there, doing one thing on one day, doing another thing on another day, I think doesn't lead us to consistently be at the top. And I think he's a testimony to being there just because of the rituals that he followed. Let's move to the next speaker. Sid, would you like to come next? The
Yeah,
stage is.
sure, I don't mind. Uh, Hi everybody, Siddharth Linga here. So yeah, I'm traveling. Sorry for the noise behind. But anyways, I feel all the rituals have to be divided into three categories: personal, social, and religious. When I come to personal ritual that I follow, every Saturday night I just vanish. Nobody can find me on a Saturday night. The reason is I just travel alone, sit in a coffee shop, have a cup of coffee, just forget all the social things happening or phone, technology, friends, family, everything. Saturday night, 1.5 hours is all mine. Doing that gives me first thing a tension-free life. Many things are running around. Saturday night, 1.5 hours is gonna be relaxing. I'll be waiting for that 1.5 hours. That gives me motivation to work. So that's one thing I follow. Coming to the social ritual. So the social ritual that I would say is a bit funny maybe, but I follow that strictly. Never come first. The reason is once you come first, I don't see anything that I can aim for. I don't have a competition according to me in that contest. But when I come second, I am already the best among everybody because I'm second. Second thing is I have a scope to come first. Third, I'm going to develop myself. First is a full stop because according to me, and second is a comma, and comma is a better thing in life, right? Rather than a full stop. So that's the social principle that I follow. It might see we have been taught to hoist our Indian flag after it's hoisted in the Red Fort. See, we are second over there. We are always thought come second many times. Even when the food is served in front of the king, it is told that he have to have the food second because it might be adulterated or something, just to be safe. So second is always better, guys. Now, coming to the religious aspect, I mean, we follow a number of religious aspects according to our religious beliefs, right? Uh, Rather than telling the ritual that I follow, I would actually tell you the ritual that we have been following. Why is it important? So that, just to get a different taste among everybody. Many of us follow a ritual that whoever have non-veg food, they skip having non-veg during Shravan and Kartik Mas, right? I strictly follow it. People say it is religious, but no, it is actually scientific. Think about it in this way. When does Shravan and Kartik come into your religious calendar? While the time that the rainy is starting, it is Shravan, and the rainy ends, it is Kartik. We are safe. We are going to have raincoats. We are going to be inside houses. We're going to be having hot cup of teas, taking vaccinations and everything. But what about hens and goats out there? They would be roaming in the roads where bacteria and infections might just come out during the rainy season because rainy season is meant for having stagnant waters. Our body can adapt any virus within 15 days. Similarly, animals also take around 30 days to adapt it, according to science. You can read it online as well. So those 30 days that takes you from summer to rainy, and the 30 days that takes you from rainy to winter are the time that our adults are told not to have non-veg because it will not be safe to your body. How beautiful it is according to the religious and science getting indulged. Second ritual is when it comes to Lord Ganesha, you always keep 21 laddus in front of him, or 21 modaks in front of him. Do you know why? Why is the reason? Lord Ganesha, why is he prayed for? Like, what is he named as? The god of beginnings. It is told any habit that a human have to evolve or have to adapt, it is better you follow it for 21 days. Symbolizing the new beginning, start with 21 times, each laddu symbolizing 1 day, 21 days, and you'll have a habit on spot with the god of beginnings blessing you with that 21 days. So that's the evolution that our guys have got into religion science, according to me. I have studied our religion much deeper. There are many rituals which I don't know why they are. So I basically follow them just because I don't know them. I don't follow them. So yeah, maybe once I know the scientific reason behind them, I would start following those rituals as well. So yes, guys, do follow all the rituals that you know the scientific reason behind it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's my time.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I think very interesting. I've always seen you bring out different dimensions. Being in the US, you still joining us, and I still remember you joining us from from Rishikesh, wherever you joining us. I still have a fond memory of that. There's no network.
Kedarnath, yeah.
That was Kedarnath that he was there,
That
and
was bluffering.
yeah, so that's how it is. I see the kind of a balance that you provide. It's very interesting to listen to the perspectives that you share. Thank you, Sid. One religious ritual that we have, as an example, I'm a Jain, and we have this 8-day festival called as Pajushan, which comes every year. For an 8-day period, we follow fasting and we do different things. But the highlight of our festival and this one ritual that we follow is called as Pratikaman. Samatsari Pratikaman is what it is called. On the 8th day, we have a specific 2 to 2.5 hour ritual of mantras and seeking forgiveness from all the beings on the earth. So it's a accumulation of all the things that we have done over the past year, the mistakes, intentional or unintentional, and it's seeking forgiveness for that. So you might have seen from your circles in WhatsApp groups, maybe a month ago, the poster with which is called Mikchami Dukram, which is what it means is I seek forgiveness. So that's the ritual that I follow, and that's something which is close to my heart because it in those 2 hours or in those 8 days, it helps me center myself to look at all the things that I have done intentionally or unintentionally wrong over the past 1 year, and it makes me humble to seek forgiveness from those people whom I've done wrong. So I think that's a wonderful way through which I have learned the art of seeking forgiveness because I think we all make mistakes. It's a beautiful act that my religion or my this pollution and this Samatsari Pratikaman has taught me. Thank you for reminding me of a religious practice that I do among the only one among the few things that I follow religiously, I would say. Yes, who's coming up next? Chintan?
I haven't prepared much, but listening to all, I think I can go.
Definitely, definitely. It's always like here, we are not here for a speech contest. We are here to just
Yeah.
share our experiences, and I think we are not coming up with a performance. That's the last thing that we want. Uh, we are all here to
Listening
express.
to Naveen,
Over
listening to
to you.
Naveen, watching your daily status updates, it got reminded me of what I'm doing and why I'm doing. And the seeds were planted when I was young, when I had no clue what to do, and I stumbled upon the world of words, spoken words especially. I love to be engaged into activities daily. One thing I always play with the words. Whenever I see a word or the sentence which affects me or which resonates to my ear, rather than looking the big fancy words, I look and I crave for the sentences which has rhyme and rhythm, and I crave to understand why it has been such. I go back to old literature and search out the root of origin and why it sounds like it should be, or why, just like the scientists know that how to put one atom next to other, how speakers know what word would go with the next one. And this started long back when I started learning English, because I learned English by watching movies, by watching web series, and I loved watching the cricket commentary. Believe me, it is one of the best source I have found to learn English, maybe Harsha Bogle or any great orator who knows how to carve out words and sentences from the incidents which is happening live. As I was listening to Naveen, I reminded of one of the incident when I stumbled upon a great leader who asked me, and I want to ask you that how many of you know how to drive a car? And you would agree to me that when you press a reverse gear, or when if it is an automatic vehicle, if you put reverse button, then it will go in reverse. It's as simple as that. The actions do not care about your emotion or mood. Naveen gets up daily for the physical activity, Rahul gets up for walking, I get up to play with the words. It doesn't know what mood I am in or what intention I have. it will give the results for sure. If, as Naveen mentioned, has the consistency. So the rituals also don't care about our emotion or our mood. And as Uma ma'am mentioned about, they become the anchor in the troubled times. So I would like to keep playing with the words, having the diary whenever I listen to meetings like this, and write down the words and sentences which sounds good to my ear. And I try to experiment and inculcate in my next speeches whenever I can. So that's been my ritual, and the spirit behind it is I want to learn the art of word craft. That I'm a word nerd. In the process, I have become a word nerd. So I love to be with the words as close as I can. And that's my ritual. Thank you.
Thank you. I love the knack for finding what you're passionate about and building a ritual out of it. I think there's no better deadly combination than that. Something where your heart beats and you have a rhythm which beats even without you knowing. Thank you. Thank you, Chintan. That was a wonderful thought and wonderful idea. Although impromptu, you still aced it with the heartfelt idea that you shared with us. Thank you. Who's coming up next? Poonam, Rashmi? Poonam, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. As an atheist, I worship profusely every single day without fail. And that's the right beginning for me. It's like placing the key in the ignition to start the engine of my car. Yes. Moreover, the rhythmic chanting of slokas and mantras vibrate my every cell, steering me forward with clarity and confidence, and making sure I don't slip into reverse gear. In this journey, when I hold the steering of my car, I feel like giving ride to others also. Yes, I feel like maybe side seat or back seat, at least I should give that experience to them also. And that is the fuel of my car. And when fuel of my car, and that fuel is like I go to community to teach community children. If I don't give that, I feel like I'm stuck, I'm empty, and my car is not moving forward. And as far I have realized, it's not about how far you go, it's about how many lives you carry along the way. And the third thing is that while I'm driving, I just don't drive, I just don't keep on driving. I take pause, I stop, I park my car, I sit in nature. That that is like I feel replenished. I breathe that time. That's why I see fit to like people. I share their experience. I gain from their experience. I learn from their experience. So these three things, the ignition of prayer, fuel of service, and third, pause of reflection, take, makes my whole journey enjoyable. Moreover, I want to leave the trail of, you know, gratitude. I want to leave behind the trail that is in harmony with nature. That's my ritual. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Poonam. Wonderful. For those of you who don't know Poonam, she serves a community and runs an initiative which is serving in Nepal 40 kids. And over the years, she has been supporting them and helping them learn and give a better life to them through her initiative. Thank you. Thank you, Poonam, for those wonderful thoughts and sharing with us the three things, the three rituals that you follow, which is serving different dimensions. Thank you. Let's move to the next speaker. Who's coming up next? Rashmi? You're on mute, Rashmi. Okay, Rashmi is one of our long-standing members. She's been a part of the community for, what I remember, over 4 years. She has been there whenever it's possible. She has been consistently joining us. She was also part of the inner circle for some time. Rashmi,
Yeah.
the stage is
Yes,
yours.
I'm very privileged to join again because of Uma. I decided to better to join, and it's fun, and now I'm hearing everyone. So, to the point, mm, I heard from everyone. So I feel human being can't live without ritual. And whatever it is, means like a secular, religious, or spiritual, anybody, everybody need rituals. And not completely like you have to be behind ritual all the time. Like for example, Christmas, if you there is no lighting, how you will feel? Yeah, so every ritual become an essential part of our life. And I feel like sometime Vedic, if you go beyond the this era, Vedic time, there is not mention as particular ritual and all like this. For example, Sita, they sent to Sita, Janak was passed, and Sita gave the Agni. They never write down what ritual we are following right now. They never wrote the ladies should not do this, ladies should not do that and that. So it is all our Vedic and ritual and religious ritual is belongs to cosmic energy. There is every ritual behind there is some reason, and that is scientific reason, because body made by 5 elements, and cosmos is made by 5 elements like air, water, earth, fire means sun, and sky. So all these interlinked each other, means your microcosmic and microcosmic is part of our body, and it's connected to cosmos. The connection to every particle of your body is connected to cosmos. So whatever religion or whatever ritual you are performing, it is there is action, karma, and action and reaction. Action and reaction always there. So I feel like if you want to balance everyday life, like for example, now ritual, I'm not talking about particular religion or anything. For example, like a British rule on our country. So if any VIP person will gone, they will have 21 salute to the gun fire. What called fire 21 salute, gun salute. So this is the ritual. What nonsense ritual is this? Gun is symbolized like a distraction, distorted, and salute is again toward like a human, like a good human being, like humble and all. So this combination is so weird, but still we are following. So so what I am telling, I mean, what I am my aim is giving message. So you can do ritual in human being need the ritual, but it is your progress and your what it called discipline, and another things, you will enjoy celebration. That is for ritual, and everybody should do, every human being need the rituals.
Interesting.
So thank you.
Thank you, Rashmi. I think that's a very interesting perspective.
Yeah.
Over the years, in the name of rituals, there were certain sets of people or thoughts or a wider organizations or communities that passed on a few sets of activities which was serving their motive, their intention at that point in time. And I think that's a great way to think about it also. I was reminded of 2 days back, I was creating one of the videos where I told about this very idea, not about ritual per se, but do you ask why you do what you do? And I think that was the thought behind it of the acts of faith can be challenging to be justified, but I believe if we dig deeper, we can be finding reasons, the scientific thoughts behind it, or somewhere down the lane why we can get an answer to it. And I think that's a way to think about it rather than blindly following any rituals which are specifically not serving you in the current times. It's a good thought to go back and question and challenge and change possibly some of the things that we are doing just because we have to do or they have been done in a certain way. Thank you, Rashmi, for that very interesting perspective about how we
Yeah.
can, how we need to also look at perspectives of rituals in a way where we need to challenge things of what is happening. Thank you for that wonderful perspective. Let's move to the next speaker.
Thank you.
Naresh, Shaheen. Who's there? Naresh, are you coming? You're on mute, Naresh. Okay, one second. Fine. Yes, Naresh.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but we can't see you now. Okay, we can see you now. Now we can't hear you, but just a minute. No, we still can't. We haven't got the talent of lip reading. That's okay. Easy. Okay.
I'm very sorry. I just unmuted. Hi, Rahul.
Okay, perfect. You're audible
Nice
now.
to meet you. Sorry. Yeah, sorry for being late. My work conflict, and I'm very disappointed that I cannot be there for our in-person meetup because I'll talk about rituals. So there is one ritual coming up this Sunday, which is similar to Halloween. It's called remembering the dead and also taking wishes from the elders. So I'm going to hometown. That's why I'm missing it. So coming back to our topic, when we talk about rituals, I think it's one of the key element for a very diversified country like India, where it sets sails, the time set sails, and it is also very inclusive. Because if it is a function, it is very exclusive. Only the people specific to that nature club together. But the rituals really make us all inclusive, irrespective of the caste, creed, origin, ethnicity, religion, and all. So if I list them, in random, like Dasara, Christmas, the earlier we were talking about Ganesha festival, Sankranti, Bonalu, Ugadi, Thanksgiving, Halloween. So I would say like Christmas, like one of our member was pointing in the previous conversation, the lights, right? Especially if it is heavily snowed areas, they'll be going into depression. But kind of the lights will wake them up to be very optimistic and hopeful. So it's a message that seasons also keep us alive. It gives a momentum to fast track our lives and also be very conscious of what's happening around, and it also reminds us about connecting with people, places, culture, values, and customs. So binding this all together, the ritual plays a key part. Like Dasara, we do either puja, we take blessing, we go to Hanuman, and we also give that special leaves to each other and hug each other. There is a very scientific meaning behind that. But even the Christmas is similar. The Ganesha festival is also right from the children to the elders. Everybody celebrates. That's occasion which brings everybody together. And Sankranti especially is a ritual for kites and colors. And Bonalu signifies a festival of flowers. And Ugadi is nothing but a fresh crop coming right before the season for farmers to celebrate. And Thanksgiving is a great festival, like thanking people who does service to the country. And Halloween is something similar. We have this Sunday. We called it as Maha Amavasya, I think, but it's similar as remembering the dead. So I mean, the rituals is a very key part in every country, in every aspect that we look at. It stays very close to our heart. This is something we look forward to. That it's again another underlying reason for us to think about our near and dear, our well-wishers, the people we know, and reach beyond the origin. To get connected. Thank you so much, Rahul, for giving me this opportunity to talk about rituals. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Naresh. It was wonderful to listen to the different range of festivals and the celebrations that we all have and giving a backdrop to the spirit behind those things. Thank you for that wonderful share. Let's move to the next speaker. Shaheen, you would like to go next?
Yeah, good evening.
Okay. Can you lower your camera if it's possible, Shaheen? You're at the bottom corner of the screen. If it's possible. Otherwise, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
So it is good to be all of with you. And as we all follow rituals, and I'm not familiar with you, and I have not prepared so much on that rituals. But two rituals daily of last 2 or 3 months I am following. I just offer namaz 5 times a day, and whenever I miss the namaz, I feel regret in my mind that I have not offered that, and that is the ritual first. And second is that I am going to writing poems nowadays. So whenever I write poems and um, किसी और को I am telling the poem to some others, he or she praise me that yeah, you are writing very good. So that is the ritual I am following, and that is the all. Thank you.
Thank you, Shine. I think wonderful rituals, one religious and another one which is kind of connecting with the self. I think those are both equally important. I think in a way are the same things. At the end, the God within you or the Allah within you is where you're connecting for the righteousness, and one which is to serve what you're best made for. Thank you for those wonderful rituals. Who's coming up next? Dinesh, are you there? Dinesh, are you there? Shanti?
Hello,
Yes.
Rahul.
Yes,
Can
Shanti.
I cannot switch on my video phone. Is it okay?
That's okay. We can still listen to you.
Okay, okay. Thank you. First
Dinesh,
of all,
after
thank you.
this, Dinesh, after Shanti.
Yeah,
Okay?
fine. Go on.
Okay. Shanti, the stage is yours.
Okay. Uh, Most days I just flow through life, relaxing, doing household chores, then going for job, taking things for granted. Though I believe God, just like what Rahul said initially, that I'm not a very religious person, the same way I'm not a very religious person. Means I don't do pujas or prayers on a regular basis. Uh, this is my life in general, in most of the days. But then someone I love falls ill or a friend struggles, and suddenly everything changes. I find myself praying, whispering words, asking God to help. And that's when I realized something. The rituals and beliefs go hand in hand. While the ritual is the act, be it prayer, the folded hands, or lighting of the diya, the belief is the heartbeat behind it. Without belief, ritual is just a motion. Without ritual, belief is just thought. But together, they give us strength. Some time back, I remember once my daughter caught viral fever and she became very unwell. She had become very weak, and I was scared. Uh, I was giving her medication, I was by her bedside, but I couldn't do much except sit there praying for her recovery. My belief was that God will listen to my prayer, and my ritual was prayer at that time. Hour after hour, I kept on repeating my prayer that my daughter should recover. And did it change the situation instantly? No, but it changed me. It gave me hope. It gave me calm. And that's the beauty of rituals. They are not magic spells, but they are anchors. And when paired with belief, they transform fear into courage, and chaos into calm, and uncertainty into faith. So maybe that's the lesson. Rituals without belief are empty, and beliefs without ritual fade away. But when the two meet, they become lifelines, holding us steady when life feels out of control. Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, Shanti. You indeed brought a lot of Shanti to this group now. That wonderful idea about the connection between ritual and belief and how the combination of both of them is what makes it all purposeful and intentional. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful share. At the end, do your bit, and even if it's that small, but with the belief, it makes wonders. Thank you. Dinesh, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, but very unfortunate that I have a power cut here now.
No
Though I
problem.
wish I can come in a video.
No
Yeah,
problem.
once
You can still
again
go
to
ahead with
all.
it.
Yeah, I have
Over
a
to you.
couple of stuff to say. I know I have heard a lot of positivity and a lot of information from everyone. But still, I just want to say what is that personal feeling I have gone through that.
It started from my schooling days. I just go to this Anjaneya temple on Hanuman temple on Saturday. It's just like this started with one of my friend actually. So he asked me to come along with him, and then it started like that. Then somehow I have developed that habit of just chanting this sloga for 1 or 8 times. And sometime when I'm stressed, I just go beyond that also. So what happened is like initially it was difficult to me when I tried to say the slogan. It was difficult to concentrate, or I just missed the count. I used to wonder whether I'm in a 50 or 60, or that kind of confusion happens. And apart from that, so many things started to go around the mind, saying like I think about the college and games and so many like that. But over the period of time, I just found a way how I can just tell it with a consistency, and numbering also I can account of it actually. So that really helped me in terms of concentrating, and be present on the situation irrespective of the surroundings or the scenarios. So that is one thing I love, whenever I'm stressed or wherever I am, simply I just chant in my mind and then close the eyes. So that gives me a lot of relief, and somehow I feel like confident. I have having the courage to face anything after just doing that. So that's one thing. And second, in terms of the ritual, I just want to point out that fasting, so which I want to highlight, is like the reason is like I'm not able to skip my meal. Not even skipping, even I can't delay it also. So I'm a guy like I should eat the food by 8 o'clock. So kind of like 8 to 8, something like this. So that's what I just felt like, sometimes we have to skip the meals through the fasting, and that was a good thing. Every religious, telling about, but somewhere we, missing it and not doing it in a regular phases. That's the two thing. And third, last one is the Ayuda Puja. Nothing but we worship what we are doing. Okay, so that is something I just really love it actually. In the contemporary world, we are just moving across without minding that actually. We are just taking it for granted, and then we are not paying back also, and we are not giving the respect what it is deserves. So that's what I just felt of, just the reason is like the moment you worship whatever you do, then you commit to yourself. You owe a lot, and you bring the innovation, and then you care about the outcome, you care about the people involved in it, and that will change a lot of perspective and benefits to everybody. That's where I just want to conclude saying that uh, whatever the work we do, we should be fully mindful of it, and then we should give our best all the time. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh. Wonderful insights about the rituals that you follow. Thank you. With that, anyone else left? Okay, from all the people that I see in screen, all are done. Anyone would like to share any of your thoughts before we come to a close for today's meeting? Any thoughts, anything that you would like to share about something that you learned or experienced today? Anyone would like to share something? Rashmi?
Yeah. Yes, actually, ritual means it's give you inspiration instead of anything means like you are, but I don't want to extreme, ritual should be in moderate, not extreme anything. So anything is moderate, it will be inspiration and you will progress, because subconscious mind follow your orders and dreaming, and that because of ritual you are fulfilling that. So, so that's why my first sentence: human being can't live without the rituals. So this is really very nice ritual, and I don't want to differentiate which ritual good or bad, which is comfortable, giving you comfort and make you progress. That ritual good for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rashmi.
You,
Naveen,
thank you.
any thoughts? Any closing thoughts before we come to close?
I loved the format. And only thing which I'm lacking clarity is should we come prepared or do you give the topic on the fly? I
So there's no
normally
topic as such. We announce a theme every week. We
okay,
have a community where the theme is announced, and we give a
okay,
platform for the people to express themselves. And while they come here, they look at different versions of the theme in itself, rather than keeping it like a normal open mic where there's a randomness in anything and everything that comes into. What we believe and what we have been doing is for the month we share a theme at least a week before the session, so that people
Okay.
can prepare what is it that they want to express about this theme. And they come ahead and they're
Okay.
given 3 to 4 minutes of time, and that's where the different perspectives, different walks of life, different people, different age groups, different countries, different backdrops. I think that's where the
Yeah.
entire purpose of the session is to build perspectives. So we have all
Yeah.
kinds of people, and that's the beauty of it, of how all of us benefit from what we listen to different and diverse people. So that's the thought behind
Absolutely loved
how we
it.
run this.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay,
No, good
thank
one.
you.
I thoroughly enjoyed listening to everybody's stories and rituals. I think yeah, glad to be part of it. And whenever I can, I'll be happy to join.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So we have this open session, which is the in-person one. And so one is the offline, online one, another one in person. Every month we host one session,
Right.
which is free and open to all, both in the physical space and the online space. Apart from that, the rest of the 3 weeks is where I continue my work with the inner circle, where the members are there, where we work on the
Mm.
public speaking skills and different aspects of development. Both we have started now the inner circle in the offline space also with the
Yeah.
8 week program, and also the virtual one, which is ongoing, where the members continue to engage and deliver speeches, get feedback on their public speaking skills and the learnings that they had. So that's the format that we have been following. Okay, with this we come to a close. Naresh, Chintan, Sudha, any thoughts before we come to any of you? Would you like to share your experience from the meeting today? Sudha, first you.
Okay, sir. Yeah, yes. Really, I am enjoying this session. Different religious, everyone speech I am hearing. So, a lot of new words also learning. So, one topic you given, lot of remember about rituals. This game. So, okay, thank you for great opportunity. I'm also part of
Sure.
joining
Thank you.
this.
Thank you.
Thank,
Thank you.
thank you.
Keep joining. Yeah. Naresh?
Rahul, I think this is really great because the topic, firstly, the chosen is really nice. I mean, it is something real need of the hour to because we are deriving subconsciously many positive elements, every one of us, through rituals, and the different take from individual perspective is really awesome. Because I was, as people were speaking, our team, I was thinking, how could somebody bring up so many nice things around it that we never thought of. This is great. I'm glad to be part of this virtual one. Really don't miss any of the
I
open
know.
meets in person, like Rahul. But this time I'm going to my native, so excuse me for the
I understand.
offline
I
one.
understand.
But I'll
Thank you.
definitely catch you for the next one. Thank you for giving us all the opportunity and
Thank you.
really
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Naresh. Chintan, last.
Enjoyed every time I come on the stage here. And Rahul, you create an aura and the atmosphere for the meeting, which is so conducive and so relaxing at the same time enlightening. Because listening to everyone's perspective on a single topic brings a lot of wisdom in ourselves. So thank you so much. And I love your tidbits daily, which you share with Peacock. And today's bite was also great. So your cup is already overflowing. So we are getting a lot from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chintan. One of the thought behind when I thought about this theme specifically was today we are living in very challenging times where there are different forces which are trying to create a rift between the different communities and different kinds of diversity that we have. And for that very reason, I felt at the heart of all our religious connections that we have, religious rituals that we follow, there's still some, at a deeper level, the connection of all being the same. Only the peripheral aspects of how we are presenting it or how we are following or what we are doing, the act part of it can be different, but the spirit and the benefits of whatever we are doing in different forms is still the same. And the reason for this session was that very thought behind that. Today we need to build that kind of a connection at a deeper level of understanding behind the thought of what we do and why we are doing it. We could be different, but yet at the heart we are all the same. And so that was the purpose. And we need to have, because this is where, like Chintan, when you said the conducive environment, that's the purpose of having a civilized discussion about whatever we are thinking. We could still have differences, we could still have different actions, but the deeper thought can be still thought of and discussed, and in a civilized way learn the differences that we have, and look at embracing the differences and appreciate those differences that we have. So that was the thought behind it. So with that, we come to an end for today's session. I hope each one of you will take back insights, learnings about not just religious rituals, but the very fact that of how rituals provide a stability, a thought of how it adds calmness and a certainty in our life, and that if you have one in whatever facet of your life, is only going to enhance your entire life. So go ahead, build your rituals, live your rituals, and at the end of it, you'll see your life flourish in ways that you can never imagine also. Thank you. With that, signing off today's session. Thank you all of you all for joining us, and it was a great experience listening to different perspectives. That's what the Speak Up Club is all about. Listening to the different perspectives, sharing our perspectives, and growing in the process. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Rahul.
you.
Thank